Yeah, yeah, yeah. BTD, real life, true story, man. They gave me 45 to life, they said it's game over. Yeah, they just gave my bro 10, they said it's game over. The day you turn your back on me, I swear it's game over. Yeah. You should've listened back then, that was game over.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. And can I get you guys to introduce yourselves for me? You can start with your names.
My name is Lil Murder. I'm the CEO of Brothers to Death / rapper.
So my name is Buckshot, the founder of BTD.
Your boy Young Flex. There's nothing else to say. Yeah, that's it.
That's a bet, man. That's a bet.
Young Flex.
So I want to get you, start off with, you guys' background story. I want to basically walk the viewers through, your upbringing and your beginning as a group, and then, bring them, full circle to now, basically. So, can we get your ages?
I'm 29.
So I'm 28.
I'm 27.
Okay. And you guys from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically you could say so.
Okay, let's touch on your childhood and your upbringing. Where would you guys say your passion for music started, and just basically your upbringing? Expand on that a little bit.
You want to take it first?
I got it. It all started when I was a little kid, and the first couple of songs I ever heard was oldies, you know what I'm saying? I used to recite their lyrics, their words, how they do things. I used to have a little small recorder sitting in my mom's room, listen to Roy C, Temptations. I used to play that back, record them on the screen. Then I used to say all their words, and it's kind of how music really started for me. But my sister put on "Go DJ Go" by Lil Wayne, and she was like, "I want you to rap this."
Mm-hmm.
And she pushed me to rap that song because it had DJ in it. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I really dug that joint. That's how it really started from right there.
That's dope. What about you guys?
Me, man, I had a pretty good upbringing. Mom and dad was together in the house, stuff like that. Me, I would say a nerd in school. I was the guy that always kept all my books in my book bag.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to go to my locker type stuff.
Yeah.
And music, man, for me, probably ever since I was born, man. This is music. This isn't here. It's in my soul. It's a part of me. Mm-hmm. If I never heard music, I'd probably have been a very depressed type of person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then, like he said, listening to the oldies. Of course, my parents were older, so I always heard that type of music. I just fell in love with it, and around 2008, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start rapping. I started off by myself. Then I made Brothers to Death Entertainment. We had different artists and stuff. Then everybody branched off, so we just created the group Brothers to Death, and we've been rocking ever since.
Awesome.
And as for me, basically, see, I had a good upbringing, but I had my dad, I had my mom. So she went through hardships in life and stuff, so she was listening to music, and that's basically what got me. And then she put me on the DMX. So
classic.
DMX was basically all me all day. I was just stuck on DMX, and he basically helped me through the stuff like slipping and falling, I can't get up. And then I had my grandpa, and that's where I got my old music from. You feel me?
What's that song?
Patches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Brandy. So that was just in me, like my brother said. And then like you said, we started off at Jack Boys, then the BTD.
Yeah, I ain't even mentioned Jack Boys.
So
shout out to Dula, you know what I'm saying?
our brother Dula.
So that was you guys' group name prior?
Yeah, it was
prior.
Jack Boys. This is when we weren't recording anything. We just linked up at my house.
Okay.
Just rap.
Played some beats, freestyle a little bit.
Dope.
Dope. Then we just got more serious over time, and here we are today.
That's awesome. So how did you guys all form a relationship? How did Brothers to Death come to be?
We all went to school together.
Okay.
We all went to EC Glass.
EC Glass, okay.
Who did I know first?
You met.
No. I knew you first.
You knew me first, but you basically met.
You met me through Jamal.
Met him through Jamal.
All right, so that's a cool little story. me and him were already at the studio, right? And one of our friends named Jamal, right? He was like, you know my friend DJ, right? I was like, I know DJ.
Both
I
of
was
them
like,
DJ.
shoot.
You
Go on and let him come through and see what he talking about.
came through.
And our first song that we made was called We Hustle, and that was the first time he came and I knew that he rapped. And we've been together ever since, man.
That's how that came.
That's dope.
And then for me and him, like you tell this day, we still don't know how we made it. For real. But
Yeah.
it's like, he was sitting on the porch, like you said, our brother Dula and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I came over there to holler at my homeboy Dula. I see him on the porch. I'm like, yo, what up, man?
You know,
And ever since then, that's how we stayed together.
Clicked out. Meant to be, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, how long would you all say you've been doing music collectively and individually?
I started solo, so for me, it'd probably be about, I'd say about 12 years altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And as a group, we got established as Brothers of Death around January 11th, 2008.
Wow, that's really specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like 8, 9 years then.
You
Well,
know,
that's good.
Must be 10.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So, what about you guys individually?
Individually, for me, I was a freestyler, so my uncle and them could tell you I was just walking around freestyling all the time. They used to tell me to be quiet because I would freestyle too much. So, like, I could say I was, like, freestyling, like, probably when I was, like, 14, 15 years old. And then I met him around I was 17.
Yeah.
So, I'm 17 up.
Dope.
I was just battling before I started writing shit.
Wow.
That was just it. I
So
was
what-
in the lunchroom.
What
Yeah.
age did you start
13.
battling?
I was like 15.
Wow. Okay. Dope. So a lot of years under you guys' belts.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we want to basically bring the viewers up to what you guys have going on today. But before that, I remember you spoke of you guys taking a break for a while. Could you basically explain what that break was and what went on in that process, and why you decided to come back together and get active at this time?
Alright, it's kind of multiple stories with our break. First, the main reason was because our studio crashed on us.
Oh, that
That's
sucks.
the main reason.
The studio, like the computer would like not even cut on. I guess we burnt it up. So that was one thing that set us back major.
That's the worst.
And then we just wanted to sit back and just work on our craft in our downtime.
Absolutely.
Go back of our life and our past,
We had
the present.
signed a couple bad indie deals that wasn't really for our benefit, so we had to get out of those situations.
Mm-hmm.
And then I let Flex speak on the other behalf on that.
Oh, yeah. Because I was in my A for a little while. I had to get my life right, man.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Awesome.
I had to remember who I was,
Mhm.
type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of stuff going on psychologically, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I was emotional, wasn't really into it. But my girlfriend told me, she was like, yo, I think, you know what I'm saying, you was like a little bit happier being in the studio and expressing your feelings. So I gotta go back to what I know best, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And it's very necessary, for artists, in particular musicians, to take those intermissions, man, and be able to find yourself, because what you do as artists is portray your truths. So if you're truly in a low place, you don't want to put on this show as if everything is all good. So I really respect that the transparency from you guys and the faith, honestly, to be able to take such a long intermission and then come back.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing I want to say too, because
Mhm.
our logo has 3 stripes on it. So if it's just me and him, me and Buck right here, the group is incomplete. So we was really waiting for him, like you said, get himself together. Now he ready.
Back together as a whole.
Absolutely.
Same way one of y'all seen all the other songs, like I had to go MIA before. Just for the same things. So like we all are one. We all are, like we said, we brothers to death. So like you said, it's 3 stripes on the flag for a reason.
That's beautiful. All right. So, you mentioned bad indie deals and things like that. So,
Right.
what would you guys say your current status is as far as record deals or management? What's your guys' situation?
Well, right now we're signed to Mercy Entertainment. Shout out to Sterling, shout out to Calden.
Carlton.
Yeah, man, we had signed a few bad deals. I'm not gonna name the labels and stuff like that, but this wasn't official, you know, because I feel like without talent we could go far with it, and they wasn't working for us in our best interest at that time. But Mercy Entertainment, they've been dealing with us over our break. You know what I'm saying?
Still behind us.
While we're building, they're building at the same time. It's kind of like we're growing together.
Absolutely.
They just got a new office building. The label is based in Chicago. They just got an office building with the label logo on the door and all that. So things are going to be on the up and up for us for now. So
That's dope, man. With them being based in Chicago,
yeah.
you guys could have a much wider demographic as
Right,
far as
right.
your audience. That's awesome. Okay, so talk to me about the music. Let's talk about the music. What's your recording process?
The recording process for us is that we like to be together, so we feed off each other's energy.
Mm-hmm.
Normally what we do is we'll link up, have a little speaker, we'll listen to a beat. If we all vibe to it, one of us will come up with the hook or we come up with the hook collectively, record the hook. Then after the hook is done, then we'll go in to write our verses based upon the hook. Like I said, these two guys are more free, they can freestyle. I'd rather just do everything with the pen myself. But you know, sometimes they might kick a freestyle on the verse, but I write mine all the time. Anything else y'all want to add to it?
You basically hit everything on the noggin, but sometimes like I had to get out of my freestyle too, go into writing, so I could be able to put everything I want to say and be able to look at everything. So I kind of do both now, but like you said, I prefer freestyling.
I use my phone.
Oh yeah,
Straight up.
Again, this,
I use pen and pad.
pen and pen, freestyles, pen and pen.
Yeah.
My brother over there since day one. I don't care what anybody say. Don't get that man no pen and paper. You better give him a phone.
I asked you the other day. I was like, "Yo, you still write with your phone?" He was like, "You know it."
You already know it. So yeah,
Yeah, man. Writing with the pen and the pad is sort of a lost art these days.
Yeah.
I definitely have a respect and appreciation for it. You know, I write in my phone a lot more lately, but there are certain things that it's just an intimacy with the pen and the pad that you can't get with the phone. So
It's
Right.
like it's
Can't
raw.
go.
Like
Yeah.
everything is raw.
yeah,
Authentic.
Like you can actually see your mistake on
Yeah.
a piece of paper.
no,
Yeah,
no, that's
absolutely.
not right. I
Like,
gotta
you can
change
actually
that.
see your mistake on a piece of paper.
And
When
one
you
thing
write
I
on the
hate-
phone, you can't see it. You can edit it real fast. You boom, boom.
On the phone, like depending on your settings, like you might be rapping in the middle of your verse, your screen could go black.
yeah,
You
yeah.
go black.
And then you gotta scroll
You gotta
up
slide up like this.
to
when
catch
you-
up with your words. You know.
Very true, very true. Okay, so staying in the music category, what would you guys say? This is a two-part question. So, what are your strengths and weaknesses, and also what makes you unique?
Our strengths is each one of us has a specific gift with music. I'm the lyricist out the group.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can.
Well, I could say I'm basically a spiritual person.
I'm just a kind of guy that gets straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very a lyrical rapper. I'm just one of them guys that's like,
Vulgar.
when I say something, you gonna feel it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So, what we do is we take that and blend it all together to make one sound.
Awesome.
That's definitely a strength for us.
Yeah.
A weakness. Nobody's never asked us that.
Yeah, we have never ever been asked a weakness.
Yeah.
Okay. A weakness would be.
I don't know.
See, weakness.
everyone has a
Everybody
weakness.
has a weakness.
I'm not
Absolutely.
gonna deny that.
Absolutely.
I can't deny that nobody have a weakness.
But nobody has ever got us to
access.
expose that.
Yeah.
My weakness is to be for real. For other than like, other than that, like weakness gotta be like writing on paper. I can't do it. That's something I really can't do.
I got you.
I
Yeah.
really can't focus on really writing on no paper. It's really gotta be
Mine's is everything has to be just right.
Perfectionist.
Yeah, he's a perfectionist.
Gotcha.
Because I'm a lyricist, so
Yeah, it's a gift and a
if-
curse.
if I'm not hitting that specific tick with that bar that I'm trying to hit, it throws me off.
Correct.
Mine would be if I can't find the word that I want to put behind something that after I like knowing that the junk will be fired, and I'm like, man, I'm stuck right here. Have a little dumb moment for a second. That like it gets me.
Yeah.
So that's probably my only weakness when I have those type of moments.
And collectively, our weakness would be wanting to put the stuff out. Will's might, oh, this ain't good enough, or
We are
this,
worst
like we'll do this
Absolutely.
song, then we'll get better, and we'll do this song. We'll forget about the song that we did
That's
previously
done.
and just do that one. So
Right.
probably lack of just putting the music out and letting the fans-
Right. Scheduling, organization. Sometimes.
Just let them make a decision on if it was good or not, instead of us being our worst critic. I'm like, man,
Because we could be holding on some gold and
Yeah.
not putting up.
Very understandable and relatable for sure. So, what would you guys say makes you unique?
Unique.
we hit all genres, every single.
Yeah, like we do hip hop. We'll get on a rock and roll beat. I mean,
R&B.
we'll do a slow song. We can sing, harmonize. Our uniqueness is our versatility.
We like the Temptations, but rap.
Dope.
Way to put it.
Okay. Awesome. So, what would you guys say were some of your biggest accomplishments thus far?
All right, we got a distribution deal with Universal Music Group.
Awesome.
That was, and also, a lot of people don't know this, but we were in talks with Warner Brothers a few years ago. We actually lost a multi-million-dollar deal,
Wow.
all because we didn't have show footage at the time. But for us, that was still a growing and learning experience. Like, okay, we actually could do
Absolutely.
Be able to
This. They
get.
came to us and offered
big
us
person.
Exactly.
a deal. So
If you have that opportunity, then clearly there's something there.
right,
You know.
right.
You just didn't have the show footage to show them that we able to bring.
And our first mixtape, Music Revelations, Hood Files, on live mixtapes, a hit. I want to say over 80,000 views.
Yeah, it's over 80,000.
Wow.
So that was major for us, our very first mixtape. Our music videos, we go into the thousands of views. One of them has 28,000 views.
That's great.
Anything I'm missing? That's pretty much about it.
Cool. I mean, you guys clearly, based on what you told me, have a fan base and a following.
Right.
So, just continue to build on that. And, I mean, clearly there's no ceiling for you guys. You have an unlimited potential. And, I'm excited to see where you go next. Speaking of next, let's talk about your current status and upcoming projects.
All right.
Well,
Current status.
Currently, of course, the group just came back together
As a whole.
as a whole. Our first time in the studio was this previous Tuesday. Flex here, he did a hook for us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the group coming back together as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And what's next would be our long-awaited Broken Silence mixtape. We've been promoting it for a few years now.
And people still been asking about it, so
We've put out a few snippets here and there, but all this is going to be brand new, fresh stuff. The whole group. It's going to be on live mixtapes, my mixtapes, things of that nature. We're going to be shooting some music videos with the man behind the camera right here. Shout out to him. This is going to be a lot for us, man. We're just going to be back to ourselves, putting music out,
back to back to back.
music
we used
videos.
to.
Like I said, we got the distribution, so we'll probably be putting out an EP or something, an album, something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so just new music.
I'm excited for it, man. And I'm sure you guys, followers and potential new fans, are excited to hear it as well. So you guys want to let the people where they can find you and get in touch with you?
Yeah, we got a group page on Facebook. It's Brothers to Death -BTD. My personal Twitter is @LilMurder434. We have a group page, Twitter is Brothers to Death. My Instagram is _BTDCEO. We on YouTube, Brothers to Death, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, live mixtapes, my mixtapes.
You type in Google, just type in Brothers to Death.
Yeah, but some of our stuff will pop up on there. It's kind of going away because we haven't been active.
Active
But,
for a while. But it'll be back up.
Pretty much any major music site that you can probably search for artists, you should be able to find something of us there somewhere.
Absolutely.
And I can be found at Twitter at TLC and CDL.
Your boy Young Flex at YoungFlex23 on Twitter.
You still got your IG?
I don't even remember that.
That was my last one. I didn't say nothing because I remember my I got to go change that.
Nah, but go check out my nephew's art page at Creative Ty. His Twitter at Creative Ty 2 and his Instagram at Creative Ty 6. The boy is talented, man.
Yeah, his pictures is dope.
Yeah,
Like
dope.
It amazes me how he could be that young, and it's crazy, man.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Brothers to Death.
They gave me 45 to life, they said it's game over. Yeah, they just gave